Less than a week after KNEB News first reported nefarious actions by Mitchell Police Chief Dominic Peterson, city officials confirmed that he no longer holds that position. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. And our top story, the city of Mitchell will soon be on the hunt for a new leader of the police department. Last Thursday, KNEB News reported that Judge Randon Rowland had issued a harassment protection order against Police Chief Dominic Peterson for a pattern of stalking, harassment, and intimidation. Mayor Paul Murrell has told us that Peterson no longer held that position as of Monday, but it was not immediately clear if Peterson resigned, was terminated, or simply demoted. Murrell says he couldn't reveal details, but would release a statement once it's cleared by the city's legal counsel. Peterson is the third chief of police to serve Mitchell since January of 2023, when former Chief Kevin Chynowski was terminated shortly after Murrell took office. Matt Holcomb served in that role for about 1 year before he parted ways with the department in April of 2024. Well, the Scottsbluff man charged with killing his father by dousing him in gasoline and lighting him on fire will be back in court this week for a hearing on a motion for a competency evaluation. 44-year-old Elijah Cervantes is charged with second-degree murder and first-degree arson in connection to the death of 74-year-old Anthony Cervantes. In county court, he was appointed an attorney with the Nebraska Commission for Public Advocacy, who requested an April 17th hearing to determine Cervantes' mental state. Bond is currently set at $2 million cash, and Elijah Cervantes could be facing 20 years to life in prison if convicted on the charges as filed. And the WNCC Foundation looks to continue to build on the massive success of the 2024 Monument Marathon. The race may still be 5 months away, but efforts to market the full and half marathon are in full swing. Foundation Director Jennifer Rising spoke to the Scottsbluff City Council last week as it sought $8,750 in funding.
We had a record amount of proceeds in 2024, and all of those proceeds stay right here local and go directly to WNCC students. So $78,672 in 2024 for a total of $636,208 raised for WNCC students over those 13 years.
Rising says that they're focusing on a 500-mile radius for marketing the race, as well as saturating the markets of Salt Lake City, Kansas City, and Oklahoma City. We'll have more news right after this.
Whether you're gardening, searching for the perfect vacation home, or planning your next travel destination, your life is just as unique. Your Raymond James financial advisors, Jody Rosiska and Kevin Figg, get to know you, your passions, and your vision for the future, so you can live your life. That's life well planned.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least one float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
Welcome back. A proposed constitutional amendment that would allow online sports betting under certain circumstances in Nebraska has cleared the first round of debate. Under terms of LR20CA, gaming operators at licensed racetracks in Nebraska could offer sports wagering through mobile platforms, provided the bettor is located within Nebraska when placing the wager. Senator Brad Von Gillern of Elkhorn expressed his opposition to the idea during debate, saying sports gambling encourages addictive behavior.
Unlike casino games, sports betting can create the illusion that skill or knowledge gives bettors an edge. This can lead to overconfidence and more frequent betting. My understanding is that slot machines is the most addictive form of casino gambling, and you have zero control over that. So the compulsive behavior that can lead to, or the behavior that leads to compulsive behavior with sports gambling is even more addictive.
Lincoln Senator Elliot Bostar, sponsor of the measure, says he didn't introduce the resolution because sports gambling is something he supports, but because it's something that's already happening in Nebraska.
I can't tell you how many people have come to me and talked to me about how they are already doing this, how they do it from their phone. Had people in this building, and I'm not going to out them, talk about how they place bets from inside the state capitol building. It's happening. We're giving our revenue to other states.
Other lawmakers noted it would be up to voters to determine if such gambling should be made legal, and the measure advanced from the first round of debate on a vote of 27 to 16. And the Rural Nebraska Healthcare Network has announced the appointment of former Scottsbluff City Council member Jordan Colwell as its new executive director. Colwell most recently served as Chief Nursing Officer at Boxview General Hospital, where he led the implementation of a transformative patient care model that significantly improved both staff and patient satisfaction. His previous roles include faculty member and chair of the Health Sciences Division at Western Nebraska Community College, as well as Director of Clinical Services from 2015 to 2019, overseeing 28 specialty clinics and leading more than 120 nursing staff.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
I'm Alex Makovica from inside the Nebraska Soybean Board studios. Let's recap some factors shaping the day's commodity trade. Not a ton of activity on the grain complexes. Corn trading within a penny or two of unchanged. Soybeans about 7 cents lower, and wheat trading about 2 to 3 cents lower. Livestock trade trending higher today. And joining us to break things down, JJ Lobby joining us with Agri Management Systems. JJ, let's start with this cattle. We're still seeing some higher numbers. What's going on? What do you think?
Well, yeah, the cattle just keep marching higher. We've got a good 3-day rally going here, started last Friday. Even though the cash markets were lower last week, on the fat side anyway, the sale barns are still running pretty hot on the feeders. But all in all, I kind of am getting a little nervous with this cattle. Like I said, a 3-day rally, but the open interest has been dropping. That's indicative of a short covering rally, which typically doesn't bode well in the long run. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, absolutely. We look on the grain side of things real quick, JJ. We see that soybeans are the leader to the downside. What do you think's the pressure behind that complex today?
Well, give or take any day, you're it's hard to put a placement or put a reason on this move. I would say there just isn't a whole lot of news going on today, and I could sit here and try to make up excuses for the market moving 7 cents, but in all reality, that's just not a very big move. I think we still got to keep our eye on what the acreage situation is going to be. We all know what the WASDE said last week and the prospective plantings report. So moisture is going to be a thing. The 7-day forecast for at least the southern plains and the southern Midwest looks to be pretty wet, anywhere from 2 to 5 inches. And we'll just see how planting progress goes here. There just really isn't a whole lot to talk about today, Alex.
Well, that's all right. We'll dive into these factors. Maybe something will shake up later today. JJ will be joining us this afternoon's channel Final Bell, so we'll see what happens. Weirder things have happened lately.
Yep.
I'm Alex Makovica with a recap of today's market activity here for the Rural Radio Network.
Military, first responders, teachers, Renewal by Andersen is offering a heartfelt thank you with its first ever appreciation sale. 20% off every window and door, no money down, no interest, and no payments for 18 months. Plus an additional 9% off if purchased on the initial consultation. That's 29% off. Military, first responders, teachers, this is a limited time offer, so do not wait. Please book your free estimate right now at rbawyoming.com.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank.
All the ways that I have felt, being lonely in my bed, all the messages I sent, but they always go unread. Saw a vision in my daydream, in a plane that is empty, in the place that is between. Such a beautiful city, the world looks very pretty, with the stars on the windows, all the noises of the city, make you feel less alone.
The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, Allo's 100% fiber optic network in Mitchell and Morrill is complete after breaking ground on construction last fall. Regional General Manager Clint Schleicher says Allo is excited to expand their fiber network into Mitchell and Morrill communities after both expressed interest in their services. Mitchell and Morrill join 50 communities across 6 states that now have access to Allo and its services. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.